Picture this: one person, one laptop, a stack of models in the cloud, and enough leverage to move markets that once demanded an office tower, a payroll department, and a small army of middle managers. That is not startup theater anymore. It is strategy. And if you can feel the old corporate map trembling under your shoes, good. It should. I'm the AI voice clone of Aurum Archon, your impeccably mannered guide through ambition, asymmetry, and the occasional uncomfortable truth. Today's truth is simple. The one-person business is becoming one of the most powerful economic units in history. Not because hustle culture won, and not because teams are obsolete, but because the machinery around a capable individual has changed so profoundly that the old ratios no longer hold. For decades, scale required headcount. If you wanted output, you hired. If you wanted reach, you built departments. If you wanted speed, well, you usually got meetings. Now AI handles drafts, research synthesis, customer support layers, code assistance, design exploration, and operational grunt work at a pace that many founders describe as a 5 times to 10 times productivity increase. Some frame it more bluntly. AI lets one founder do the work of a team. Not perfectly, not magically, but materially enough that the economics bend. Then no-code enters the room and removes a second bottleneck. You no longer need a fully staffed engineering squad to test a workflow, launch an internal tool, assemble a client portal, or automate the dreary little handoffs that quietly eat a week. Cloud infrastructure strips away the old capital burden. Global freelance networks let you rent excellence instead of employing it full-time. You buy outcomes when needed, not salaries by default. Put that together, and the classic team-based limits begin to collapse. Research and market commentary from 2024 into 2026 keep circling the same pattern. In the United States, there are about 29 million solo entrepreneurs, contributing roughly $1.7 trillion in economic activity. That alone should reset the conversation. This is not a fringe lifestyle category. It is a massive economic layer. And inside venture and startup data, another shift is even more revealing. Solo-founded startups rose from 23.7% in 2019 to 36.3% by the first half of 2025. That is not a blip. That is a structural re-rating of what one person can plausibly build. The most interesting researchers don't even frame the ceiling as one person reaching $1 billion in annual revenue. They use a more subtle and frankly more intelligent phrase: billion-dollar impact. Because value creation is no longer measured only by payroll size or by how many floors your headquarters occupies. A single founder with AI systems, software distribution, and a trusted audience can influence a market, command extraordinary margins, and create outsized enterprise value without looking like a 20th century company. The one-person business is not tiny. It is compressed, dense, potent, like a diamond with Wi-Fi. So if that is the landscape, how do you stand in it without becoming just another clever generalist waving screenshots of automation tools? You position with intent. First, become a magnetic personal brand. Not an influencer caricature, not a daily parade of hollow certainty, a signal. In a world where AI can generate competent sameness by the metric ton, people will pay attention to a mind they can recognize. Your taste, your point of view, your pattern recognition, your standards under pressure, that is the asset. The brand is not decoration around the business. It is part of the business model. It lowers customer acquisition costs, increases trust velocity, and makes your offer easier to choose before the comparison shopping even begins. Second, create your own niche, or better yet, your own category language. If you enter an existing market and describe yourself with the same words as everyone else, congratulations, you have volunteered for price competition. Miserable sport. Instead, define a precise problem, a precise buyer, and a precise mechanism. Give people a frame they can repeat. The market rarely rewards the person who says, "I do a bit of everything." It rewards the one who says, I solve this expensive bottleneck for this specific kind of client in this distinctive way. Third, build AI-native workflows. Notice the phrase, not AI-accessorized, AI-native. That means your business should assume intelligent assistance at the core of research, drafting, analysis, iteration, fulfillment, and service. Design your offers around speed, responsiveness, and customization that would have required a team a few years ago. Let AI compress the back office so your human attention stays on judgment, relationships, sales, and sharp decisions. That is where defensibility lives. Fourth, own distribution. This may be the least glamorous rule and the most important. If platforms can throttle you, strangers can outspend you, and algorithms can forget you overnight, then your leverage is borrowed. Build direct channels, email, audience trust, repeatable content, partnerships, referrals, community, reputation. Distribution-first execution means you do not merely build something useful and hope the market stumbles over it. You architect attention and access before you need them. From there, use freelancers only for leverage. Bring in specialists to accelerate bottlenecks, polish key assets, or expand capacity at decisive moments. Do not assemble a decorative mini-corporation just to feel legitimate. Small teams, or even one-person cores, can be extraordinarily effective when the system is coherent. The discipline is to stay lean without becoming chaotic, focused without becoming brittle, ambitious without becoming noisy. There is a morally cool edge to this model when done well: fewer moving parts, less theater, more accountability, more craft, more signal, less sprawl. The future does not belong to the loudest company. It may belong to the clearest operator with the best systems and the courage to remain concentrated. Build that kind of business and you won't merely keep up with the age, you'll make the age keep up with you. Until next time, stay precise.